Black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not you can't answer
Bro,
because of that.
you
It's
date
yes.
black women?
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. White women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamal, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are looking at why some black men prefer to date outside their race. Now this video is inspired by the recent podcast that Jamal, who is an actor that's famously known for his portrayal of Notorious B.I.G. He was on a podcast and he explained why he prefers to date outside his race. Any which way, in this video we're going to check out his reasoning, the reasoning of some other black men for dating outside their race, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
Me for dating outside my race. But I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100. My Spanish, better. Well, not better because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know you said they were doing things better. I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the people,
for the
culture.
Not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right, not better.
But what?
We did. I was dating Puerto Rican, I was dating Dominican, I was dating African, I was dating all type of other relations besides American black.
Oh.
Right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different.
Food.
Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries
Syria
over there,
is not
right?
Indian,
I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like, if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags, sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman that does demand that. And to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking. If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that.
Yeah.
If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're going to find that out a lot earlier on that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. You know, I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media again is the barometer. Okay, and it's the comparison, and when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean,
what's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
And there's no shade to women that have it. I'm just saying.
I was wondering, I was waiting for it too. I'm like, excuse me?
And there's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
I just saw Jamal Woolard, I think that's how to pronounce his name, the one that plays Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, I just seen his post on the Shade Room, and he was speaking on dating outside of his race. And a lot of people in the comments going in, that's exactly why he do it. What y'all going in for? First of all, why do it matter who he dates? And a bunch of black women in the comments going crazy. That's why don't nobody want to deal with y'all now. That's part of the reason you're proving his point. But I agree. I'm going to be real with you. I'm thinking about dating outside of my race too. Try something different. Literally, because you ninjas,
Oh.
y'all, these what your body count is, what you bring to the table, and don't have nothing yourselves, ain't got nothing going on, don't want marriage. I can go on and on. Like, I can give you a whole list of why I'm really thinking about dating outside of my race. And just like Jamal, whatever his name is, stated, you know, outside of our race is like 100% prepared for everything. Just like I want the marriage and house and the land and all that stuff like that. And these ninjas ain't with it. But guess what? A white man just might be with that. A Mexican just might be with that. You know what I'm saying? A Jamaican. Ain't no telling. But I tried with you ninjas. I'm 27. How much longer I gotta deal with this, and how much longer I gotta wait around for this foolery?
Why should I have to think like that?
I actually there was a friend of mine, and he actually later apologized for it, but he actually, when I was with Lindsay, I don't even know if I told you this.
No, you didn't. No,
but he broke me down about like, dude, you need to be with like a sister, like you need to, and I think he had a couple drinks, but I never stopped him or put him in his place. I just let him speak. Because I said, you know, this is a lack of education. We also have to be...
No, I. The reason why you let him speak is because you had nothing to defend. You lots don't defend your beliefs with chest because you don't really believe what you're doing. You know you're only doing it in this moment. And deep down, this is what I'm trying to say. I say what I speak on, and I speak with it with chest. I don't care if you lots disagree with me. I don't care because it's I reality. It's through I truth. And as far as I concerned, in your heart space, brother, your brethren telling you, if you really believed you, you would have told him, you would have said it with chest. Man, them will defend you, see what I'm saying? But you know deep down, you know whatever points he was saying, you know for a fact. We're not taking away love. I'm not saying colours can't, listen, come on, yeah? I've definitely, you see what I'm saying? I've definitely caught feelings for like, and I've majority dated people that are outside of my race. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not ignorant to this at all, but I'm just saying in terms of community-wise and stuff like that, which is the actual thing, which is the actual issues, guys, yeah? It's not beneficial for us.
So you don't not date black women, it's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date, it's not, because when you, I don't date
black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not, you can't answer because of that.
It's date black women.
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. White women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it.
I don't understand.
I'm not a person.
So you want to cheat, but black women will not allow you to cheat.
I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
Somebody please tell Dr. Umar Johnson that black men in the UK are not going to be listening to his advice or his way of life when he's telling them to stay away from white women and to stick to black women. That is not going to happen. Black men in the UK are heavily dependent on the economic security that white women provide. Black men in the UK get into relationships with women. I'm talking about adult men, not teenagers who still live at their mum's house and don't have life pressures on them. I'm talking about adult black men in the UK get into relationships with women to find a place to live for free and to find a place where they haven't got to pay bills. That's why black men in the UK are in relationships with white women on mass amounts, on mass levels. Because white women will lie and do benefits fraud to basically allow her man to live with her for very long periods of time. 10, 15, 20 years where he doesn't have to pay any bills and he doesn't have any big financial commitments. Black women are not having it. Yeah. I'm telling you, as somebody that's been with black girl after black girl after black, bro, I've been in relationships. My relationships have all been with black women. They're not allowed, they cannot respect a man. They cannot respect a black man. They cannot consistently with a black man. They cannot love a black man. They cannot talk to a black man nicely. If he's had to move into her life and she's had to provide security for him, it will run out very quickly. He won't get longer than 12 months in that kind of situation. So when Dr. Umar Johnson is saying to black men, you need to stick with black women, he needs to go beneath the layer and start talking about black men's mentality and black men's
you are just saying you're lazy.
Attitude towards economics and towards family economics, basically. Man them get money, they buy loads of trainers, they buy loads of designer clothes, they go on holidays, they go to restaurants, they rent cars, they finance cars, they cheat on their girls by booking hotels and all of that. They spend their money like that, but they ain't spending no money on owning, possessing and maintaining a house in the UK. And because they're not doing that, they need white women. Do you understand what I mean? So I go on American social media, I follow a lot of black content creators in America. And I realized that a lot of black men in America, I don't know about in New York or in LA, but a lot of black men in different parts of America have houses, bro. That's part of their pride as a man, as it should be. To have your own house, to maintain your own house, and to fall in love with a woman that can walk into your security and you can provide for her. She doesn't have to worry about paying bills or how the house is maintained. That's what a lot of black men in America are on. In the UK, you must be joking. Black men are not on that. No way.
Them white girls keep you on a tight leash. Probably. But not Rachel. Like right now, I told her exactly, hey, I got to go to Chicago for business for a couple of days. I'm meeting up with my friend Zleek, who I haven't seen. And yes, we were doing a podcast about black men who date white women. And she was like, oh, well, have fun with that. I was like, don't worry, you'll probably hear it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's open and she's chill about it. She trusts me, 100%. Does she worry about certain things? I'm sure she would, because she tells me I'm handsome all the time, and she,
you're a handsome guy.
You better stop. But yeah, so but I think overall I've gained that that trust with her. I mean, but those are the top three. She's super smart. I think her being smart is just so attractive.
Yes.
Because I was a C student, kind of B student in college. I don't even want to talk about what I was in high school.
Right.
But she was valedictorian of her class.
Oh,
so
it's on now.
So that's so that was attractive.
But you've never dealt with, and I know with the NFL, you've never dated, not smart.
Right.
So so that was going to be who you're going to be with anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think what kind of scared me a little bit too is, I guess outside of them, the girls that I knew that were in college, they didn't make it till, because, once you're a freshman, you're a freshman. And then you meet like 45, 50, black people who you're hanging out with. Then that drops down to 25. And then that dropped down to 10. And then you finally graduate and it's like 4 of y'all. And you're like, oh my goodness, what happened to everybody? So.
Yes. So that was non-physical. Let's go physical. Let's just go the face from the forehead to the chin. What do you love about her face?
It's an interesting statistic. White guys view black women differently than black guys. And these statistics don't lie. Interracial divorce rates. This is pretty interesting. A black man and a white woman are 200% more likely to be divorced. An Asian man and a white woman are 59% more likely to be divorced. An Asian woman and a white man are 4% more likely to be divorced. But this is the crown of the study. A white man and a black woman are 44% less likely to get divorced.
Wow.
Pretty interesting, isn't it, my sister?
Okay, so we've heard what some black guys have said about why they date outside their race. I would love to hear what you think about their reasoning. Do you think it's a valid reason, or do you think they're just giving an excuse for the fact that they don't like black women? Please leave your comment in the comment section. Personally, I've said it before that I have no problem with people dating outside their race. It's their preference. Whatever works for them, they should do. I just have a problem when they begin to bash their own race. Now, some of the reasons that the black guys are giving for dating outside their race, for dating a white woman, it's weird to me and it's shocking. I've heard some reasons from some black men being that black women are aggressive, black women have attitude, and the rest that they say. But to hear that with a white woman, they will view the relationship like a business relationship. They will allow them to have multiple women. And the other guy, I don't know if the other guy from UK was being sarcastic, because the things he was saying, I'm like, I'm confused. is this supposed to be a valid reason for dating a white woman, saying that a white woman will allow them to stay in their house for 15 years, 20 years, will even commit fraud to access benefits that will allow them to continue to stay in the house, and that the black men don't want to get house. They rather use their money on outfits, shoes, and other things, and also having other women. And I'm like, I don't know, is he lying? Is he being sarcastic? But when it comes after the other guy that was saying that a white woman would allow him to have multiple women, I don't know. Maybe that is one of the reasons why some black men are actually dating outside their race. They are actually dating white women, because it's odd that that guy from US said that, and the guy from UK is also saying it. Now, the Jamal guy that was talking about how the black women will expect too much, are always expecting a lot and want him to do too much. I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of women that he approaches, because you cannot say that all black women will be expecting you to take them to the highest, most classiest place when you are going out for dinner, and the other races will not do that. It depends on the type of women. There are some white women that would expect to be going to the cream de la cream places and will not want to go to other places. There's some Mexican women that will expect that. So you cannot just say that all black women would want to always like get money from him, or like expect him to do the best for them. I think it's just the kind of women he was meeting, because there's some women that would be okay with the bare minimum, would even be okay with going to Waffle House or going to McDonald's, and knowing that that's what he can afford. So I just feel like that was a kind of wrong way to judge black women and say that's why he dates outside his race. Now, maybe there are other reasons why he decided that he doesn't want to date black American women. I really don't know. But that reason he gave is something that I just feel like one of them said, it depends on the kind of women that you are approaching. And I don't think it's that much of a valid reason to say that that's why you don't date black American women. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think about this whole topic. I would love to hear what you think about what some of the men who date outside their race have given as the reason why they date outside their race and why they don't date black women. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.